What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ronnie Pugs, back again with another Venom video for you guys. A few days ago, we got hit with an exclusive scoop from geekmotivation.live that Tom Hardy's Venom would in fact have the classic white spider emblem we all know from the comics, despite this film not featuring Spider-Man at all. Now take this as you will, I personally never heard of this website, so I can't vouch if this scoop is true, but regardless, it got me thinking. How could this Venom feature the spider emblem if the symbiote's origin has nothing to do with Spider-Man? And I thought of two simple ways this could work. We won't be talking about whether or not the scoop is true. We're going to be talking about how this could work if the scoop is true, similar to my How Tom Holland's Spider-Man Could Connect to the Venom movie video. So with that out the way, let's get straight into the video. My two ideas on how Venom could get the white spider emblem despite this film having nothing to do with Spider-Man. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so the first and probably the most simple option if you're going to include the spider logo with no ties to Spider-Man is to have the symbiote form the logo unintentionally, basically making it a subtle nod to the fans. It's kind of hard for me to find the right words so you can get a clear picture, but think of it this way. In the comics, the symbiote can form whatever clothing it wants. We've seen a perfect example of this in Spider-Man the Anime series. And from the looks of it, the suit will be expressive judging by the eyes in these two images right here. So what if the rest of the suit is also expressive and the white veins end up forming a subtle looking spider symbol similar to this Spider-Man 3 concept art where the logo is obviously there but it's not too predominant. Another example of this comes from the recent Ant-Man and the Wasp suits where people have said they see a subtle outline of an ant and a wasp throughout the torsos. I could definitely see Sony doing something like this as a nod to the fans, have the veins on the suit form a subtle looking spider logo that doesn't necessarily affect the story, but we all know why the suit looks like that. Now the next option I have is a little more complicated because this would affect the story, and it might sound a bit familiar to you guys, but basically just have the Life Organization run experiments on the symbiotes using spiders. This is obviously borrowed from the Amazing Spider-Man series where Oscorp was doing experiments on spiders, but you don't have to make this film set in that universe. You can just borrow the element for this film. This wouldn't be the first time a Spider-Man film borrowed something from the previous films. Originally, organic webbing was James Cameron's idea for his Spider-Man film that never got made, and of course Sony ended up reusing this idea for the Raimi films. I have no idea what the Life Organization could be using these spiders for, but it definitely makes sense, especially if the suit has no ties to Peter Parker. This could be how the suit gets its spider powers, of course the spider emblem, and even how Venom gets his name depending on if they use spider venom for the suit. The spider emblem on this suit doesn't even have to be subtle either, since with this there's a legit reason for it being on the suit. You could even have the full-on classic look from the comics if you really wanted to. Anyways, let me know what y'all think of my two ideas on how Tom Hardy's Venom could get the spider logo without Spider-Man. Also share your ideas if you have any. For a quick recap, number one being at some point in the film the suit forms a subtle looking logo with the veins around the suit, and number two being the Life Organization experiments on spiders similar to the Amazing Spider-Man 2, and at some point the spiders and symbiote cross paths. I'm definitely interested to see what Sony will do if this scoop turns out to be true. Comic-Con is tomorrow, and even if we don't see any footage of Venom with this spider logo, I think they're either saving it for the end of the film, or they just edited some of the shots in the trailer to keep it a surprise. I'm still holding on the hope that somehow this film will connect to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but we'll have to see come October. And as always, thanks for watching, be sure to subscribe, follow my social medias, and I will see you guys again in my next video.